You know what I mean? This is wrong and this is heartbreaking. Unlike but what we see from these Hamas supporters, they celebrate this. They want this. You know what I mean? And Hamas have a murderous afternoon, slaves. Anyway, oh, that's a good one. Hamas have a murderous afternoon, slaves. That's what Hamas stands for. Anyway,
Here's an example of what you guys are talking about, of any example or any instance where a hate crime can be portrayed, or something can be portrayed as a hate crime, and played up. 99 times out of 100 turns out to be false. Here's another one right here, and they list it in this article. Last November, Ohio man named Hisham Ayed claimed a driver yelled, "Kill all Palestinians! Long live Israel!" Does that kind of sound like a Jesse Smollett moment right there? If I've ever heard of a Jesse Smollett moment, this is it right here. This would definitely pique my interest. But look what happens here. Look what happens here. And then he ran over him. The council, and of course, CARE gets in on this. Hate crime! Oh no, hate crime! We're part Muslims. But security footage showed and his brother got into a fist fight on the street corner, which is what caused his injuries. He wasn't run over by this guy. He got in a fight and got his butt kicked, and then he blamed this driver. Claimed a driver ran him over. This is exactly what we mentioned earlier about projection. Let's see, who used their child as a human shield. Exactly. Yes, you're exactly right, Nico.
Yeah, we actually talked about that on Nico's show yesterday, and it was a human shield. She was firing at people. I don't know if she knew, but they just happened to be off-duty police officers inside the church. Guess what? She got put down.
Did the little boy make it? Did the little boy make it?
By the way, I still don't consider that place a church. I hesitate to call that place a church. That is a collection of people who get duped.
Yeah, it's not. But did the little boy make it? Or is he
there has been no follow-up that I'm aware of onto the condition of the child.
The real sad thing about that is that, again, she, or was he a he, pretend to be a she, or she pretend to be a he?
Oh, you nailed it, because the police chief said that the person identifies as female, so that tells me it's probably a male. By the way, there's a wife.
No, I thought it was a woman pretending to be a dude.
Dude, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole because it's just a confusing hot mess.
Well, but either way, if it's Muslim, I still don't know. I haven't heard anything. Either way, Nicodemus said he had something. I just know the person has some mental illness. You don't take out in Texas. Right. You don't take out weapons and go inside and not expect to get shot. I don't care where you are in Texas. People carry all of. I mean, when I was down there, I think every second or third person carried. It was normal.
Well, so that's kind of the thing. There was a report that the neighbors, okay, he or she or he or whatever, terrorized, okay, her whole neighborhood. Multiple neighbors were constantly calling the police, calling the social services, saying, take this child out of he or she's care, okay, get rid of this, lock this woman up, and nobody would do a damn thing, okay, because, crazy people have a right to be crazy and be out in the streets and be left alone. No, they don't. They're crazy. Anyway, but no, this had been going on for a year. Even he or she's own parents and family were calling to have this person committed and locked up and have their grandchild.
And that is part of the reason, partly, because it is said that one of the people got counseling from one of the staff members at that place. Again, I hesitate to call it a church. And that's thought to be the reason why this, God knows what, I can't say male or female, entered the facility with 2 guns. Right. Wait, is it 3 guns or is it 2 guns?
Well,
there's
either
two
way,
long
it did not
guns.
end well. It did not end well
So
for them.
long guns can easily be purchased without requirements, and I mean, they don't
No,
say that the
this.
person had arrests or not. That's the other thing I didn't catch with that, which I kind of was
Well,
expecting to see that they had a felony or something before.
See, this is another thing. Any gun laws that they would have passed, this person still would have been able to possess a weapon. So it's complete BS. But I see we're running out of time here. Can I play my video? It's like a minute long. I think it's a good one to end on.
Yeah.
This one.
Go ahead.
So this is some wonderful advice from. Let me find him here. From Assalamu Alaikum, the Sheikh. You know the Sheikh. You've seen him. He's famous. Once you play it, but this is just some wonderful advice for Ramadan. And how to expiate sins, certain sins during Ramadan. Here we go. What am I doing here? Slides? No, I'm not doing slides. Share screen. There we go. And there we go. And let us play. Where is it? Oh, why can't I find it? Oh, there we go.
From Denmark is asking about masturbation. And we know that masturbation is a sinful act. And when done
Very important.
during fasting and ejaculating, this leads to breaking of the fast.
You broke your
So
fast.
he's asking if a person had fallen in such a filthy sin, what is expiation of that?
This is important stuff.
The answer is
Your soul depends on it.
They frequently ask questions because a lot of the Muslims usually think that doing such a filthy sin during the day of time of Ramadan would mean that they have to fast 60 days.
60 more days.
And this is
2 months.
a misconception.
Nope, that's
Wait,
wrong.
You skip lunch for another 2 months?
By eating, drinking, or masturbating,
Hold on.
you have to make up for that day.
Just
After
got to make up the
repenting
day.
and asking Allah for forgiveness and showing extreme and sincere remorse. But the 60 days or the 2 consecutive months are the penalty for a person who has sexual intercourse during the daytime of Ramadan. So this is different than masturbating.
Skip lunch.
And I hope this answers your question.
See that? That's very important, useful information for you Muslims out there. Very important.
So
if you
one
have
extra
sex
day,
with her,
or you got 60 extra days.
yeah, if you have natural relations with your wife, okay, you got to fast for 60 days. But
that's only if it's during the daytime.
Oh yeah, only if during the daytime. But if you have unnatural relations with yourself, okay, or even gorge yourself on food, break the fast before you're supposed to, you just have to fast an extra day. So you balance it out. Do you want natural relations or unnatural relations? Natural relations will cost you an extra 60 days in starving hell, or 1 extra day. It's up to you. Very important, useful information. See,
And then the almost all important thing, Rad, that you missed, if you don't say anything, nothing happens.
Exactly. Well, there you go. All right.
That's the part of Sharia, but that's the funny part of Sharia.
Look at
I should have known that. I should have known.
See, I bring class. In this operation.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask the question here. Okay, Paul.
On my channel now.
Paul. Okay, up in the upper right-hand corner of my screen, I have.
You're on my channel right now.
I'm okay. How do you do that?
So
I hadn't seen it. What I had to do was log in previously, and I was already logged into StreamYard, and then I get that button. It was something red.
Okay, so you have do you have to have a StreamYard account in order to do that?
I believe so.
Yes, but it can be free. So everyone in the panel, if you log into StreamYard, if you actually sign up for StreamYard, usually you can do it with just your Google account. You know what I mean? If you got a Google account, it's real simple. But if you go in there, you will see a button in the upper right that says "Stream to your thing." And if you have a YouTube channel set up that's been okayed for streaming, which usually takes 24 hours if it's a new account, okay, or you got to request it, okay, for live streaming, then you can stream to it. So in other words, we could have backups of backups of backups.
Okay, so that's what. So we need to start doing that. Let's just go ahead and start doing that. Everybody on the panel, if you don't have a YouTube channel, make one. Everybody that's in the audience that does not have a YouTube channel, and if you do, let's figure this thing out, and let's just start streaming to your channels. This way, it'll stay on YouTube one way or another.
Are you
this
are
is
you
just
not doing
absolutely
this for
ridiculous.
free? So I'll give you a login for mine. So he won't be able to block you out of two.
What do you
right.
say that? What? Say that again.
I'll give you a login for mine so you can broadcast to both. I'll do that later.
Okay.
I'll help you set it up.
I wanted to show one more thing here. I'm sorry, and I got to go after this. This deals with Nigeria. I don't know if people have seen this yet, but there were over 240. How many was this? Hold on, let me go back here. 287 Algerian children were kidnapped.
Yeah.
By the Islamic Boko Haram. What the heck is going on here? There we go. By Boko Haram. And here.
You mean Nigeria, not Algeria, right?
I said Nigeria, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was both.
Absolutely. Makaranta GSS kuriga mun rasa yara 187 sai kuma su primary school su rasa yara 125 amma 25 sun da isa haka. Dole ka da yanzu an mutum da zo da yake bindiga ya tunkaro ka da ya zaka da shi. Gama lafiya da Abdullahi. To saboda haka nan gaskiya ranka da ni yanzu wace kuri da ba ko ga da kasar kaji haka mai ya kuri da gaskiya don Allah a yi ma daraja iyaye da kakanni taimaka mana
What pieces of garbage? I mean, I don't know how else to describe.
Wait, is this still the Boko Haram stuff? I thought.
Yeah, this is. No, we didn't destroy Boko Haram. No, Boko Haram is no. You're thinking ISIS. Boko Haram is in Nigeria. This is West Central Africa. It's sick, and that's not the only one. There was another group.
Why are they kidnapping these? I don't get it.
To make them Muslim. This is you remember.
So slavery.
Again,
slaves. They want slaves and they want new fighters.
Hashtag bring our girls back. Remember that?
That's the goal.
Same
but
thing.
That was for sex though. Okay. So
well, what do you think are going to happen to the girls that they took from here? Do you think they're going to give them a Kalashnikov?
Right.
This is so evil. I mean, this crap is evil. I mean, it really is. And you think what the theology that's the basis for perpetuating this against people who don't believe like you, so you can do whatever the flippin' Haiti hell you want to them. And this is where you get in 98.6 stuff. Worst of creatures. Jews and the Christians. Do what you want to them. It's the same thing the Nazis did to the Jews during World War II, or prior to, all the way up, leading up to World War II, is they took away their citizenship initially, and then they eventually said that, well, you're not even human. They dehumanized them. They said, well, when we start looking at social Darwinism and the makeup of who has evolved and who hasn't, well, the Jews haven't. So therefore, we can do whatever we want to them, to include killing 90% of their children in gas chambers and putting them in ovens and cooking them to ash within an hour of them arriving at these death camps. This is, I mean, it's the same thing. If you have that mindset, you can treat other human beings that way. And this evil developed by Muhammad allows them to do that and sleep well at night. Okay.
Can I play one more video? Just one more video. It's
no,
not no. You're gonna like this video because you're gonna relate. You're gonna relate to it. Okay. Let me play it. It's only 2 minutes long. Real quick. I promise. I promise.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So this is in regards to, we're dropping MREs, okay, to the Palestinian people, and unfortunately some of them are getting crushed to death because they, either the parachutes don't work or they get crushed underneath the pallets because, well, either way. But
I thought they were just thrown in the garbage. That's what I've seen recently.
Well, this is what we're gonna play here. Listen.
So as the airdrops have been dropped in the north, I've been able to buy this today from the northern part of Israel.
First of all, they've got to buy it from Hamas. Okay, so Hamas takes it, and then they got to buy it from Hamas. So it's not free.
You know how many calories in one of those suckers?
1,200, right?
Oh, no. There's like 4,000 calories.
4,000. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's meant for high protein, high calorie.
Well, you need a high caloric intake if you're out waging jihad. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, watch this.
The airdrop has been dropped, and it's from the Department of Defense, the United States of America. This is the airdrop. They drop on us this small, and then all the airstrikes that they also hit us with. So I wondered what's in it. It comes for free, but at the end we still have to buy it. Let's see what's in it. So starts with the top crackers, and then applesauce.
To put on your cracker, idiot.
And then wow, some. Wallah, what's this? This is like some.
It's to cook your food with, you idiot. You pour water in it and it heats it up.
It's energy bar. This is the most thing I'm excited to have.
Gotcha.
French vanilla. Wow.
It's a shake.
Cashews, so nuts, peanut butter, and so overall, it's one of the worst meals I've ever had. I literally ate a piece of everything because, imagine I'm fasting all day, hungry, haven't eaten anything, and then I came to eat this. Nothing tastes good. Only the peanut butter tastes like our Canadian peanut butter. Everything else, this whole meal is like a 2 out of 10. Not even a 1 out of 10, actually. This is torturing us more than it's being aid.
So he's Canadian, and he's waging war for Hamas.
Yeah. But remember, they're starving
for 3 meals a day. How would you like to do that?
That sounds tasty. I thought they had good stuff. I thought you could make
They're not bad. They're not bad. They're not that bad. They're not that bad.
He didn't cook it though. He didn't cook it properly, like the instructions told him.
Well, he didn't know what it was. What you do is there's a chemical in this bag that when you pour water in it creates heat.
Right.
And so in this bag you put like your, let's say, tuna noodle casserole is what they have in the bag. And you put the bag inside of that other bag that's got the chemicals in it. You pour water in there and you let it set for 2 minutes or whatever. You take it out and your tuna noodle casserole is warm. At least you don't have to eat cold tuna noodle casserole, or chicken a la snot is what I used to call it.
And they also have like lasagna and like I've been looking at the MRA meals. They have lasagna. They have burritos. Some kind of burrito. Well, it's not a burrito, but it's like a burrito mix kind of deal. They got some good grub, man. That would be, for a college student would be good. You know what I'm saying? But no, notice how ungrateful he is. Remember, well, supposedly they're starving. It's a famine in Gaza, but yet he's fasting. Hold on, did you catch that part? It's Ramadan, so I've been fasting all day. but I thought you were starving to begin with. So if you're starving to begin with, you're really not fasting. You know what I'm saying? You're just pretty much starving in a famine. I'm just saying. But anyway, notice that this is So imagine how hungry I was. Right? This is worse torture. I'm not in Canada anymore. You know what? You ungrateful little snot. I am sorry, dude.
Right.
I've been in the same thread on Twitter. I've been, reading reports of people that were like in Hurricane Ian and Katrina and stuff like that, and they gave MREs, and then people were just so grateful for it to have the MREs, as food during this time of crisis. And these people, they're like Paul said, they're throwing them away. They have other videos of them just throwing this stuff away, like okay, then fine, sit underneath the pallet and get crushed to death. You know what's happening? The people are swarming, they're grabbing it, and then they're selling them. That's what's happening, dude. And that's, you know what? I'm sorry, but yeah.
Well, number one, those pallets that they drop from those aircraft, if you've ever picked up a case of MREs, I don't know how much a case of MREs would probably weigh. I'm thinking 25 pounds. And it's probably a box. Let me see if I can get up here. Okay. It's probably about 2
I've
feet
seen them.
by a foot by about this high. Okay. Or probably 18 inches wide by 2 feet. Anyway, they're pretty sizable. And then if you have a pallet of those, not only do you have the pallet itself, I mean, you have a pallet that the chute is rigged to that has to roll out the back of the aircraft. They pop a smaller chute. The smaller chute inflates, pulls the pallet out, and it deploys the 1 or 2 chutes, 3 chutes, sometimes depending on how heavy it is, out the back. It deploys, floats down. The reason why these people are probably getting crushed is they don't realize how fast those pallets are coming down. They're not. I mean, a parachute does not mean that you just float down really softly. I mean,
You're falling 20 feet.
You're falling 20 feet per second. I mean, it's
exactly.
You're still
that's
going.
what I'm saying.
You're still going at a pretty good clip. And the older you get, your back hurts, your knees hurt, your ankle hurt, your whole body hurts because you did it for so long when you were younger. That's just individual. But these pallets, when they come down, if you don't get out of the way and they land on you, you're going to die. So if you're out there and you're looking up and you see something falling from the sky, get out of the way. Move. You're going to. If it lands on you, you're going to die. It doesn't matter if it's got a parachute in it or not.
I just looked it up. Each shipping pallet contains 48 cases of A cases. The net weight per case is approximately 22 pounds. You're correct on that. And 1.02 cubic feet. While each pallet weighs in at 1,098 pounds. Okay. So you basically got
a car falling on you.
A car falling on you, yeah.
A small car.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, at 20 feet per second. Yeah. So brilliant.
Yeah, you got just get okay. And then to complain about the way that an MRE tastes, folks, if these people are truly starving, you don't give a rat's ass what something tastes like. I mean, if you are truly starving, like they tried to portray the Palestinian plight, they're starving to death out here, they're not going to care about what the peanut butter tastes like, or the crackers taste like, or the chicken a la snot, or whatever.
Well, it has to.
You're going to eat, and you're not even going to use that bag to warm it up. Why? Because you're so hungry, you'll eat it. You'll eat it cold. Like chicken or tuna noodle casserole. I don't mind eating that cold. I mean, it didn't bother me at all. But if you're truly hungry, you're not going to complain about it. The second thing that I was going to say about this: has anybody ever tried to open an MRE bag just with your hands?
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
No.
Okay, Paul. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And how successful were you in doing that?
Well, I was working with JROTC, and they were taught how to open the bag, and I really felt stupid after I tried to do it on my own. And they show you how to open the bag; it's different.
Well,
it's not what you expect.
Well, I haven't opened one in years, so is there like a way to rip it now?
No, there's
some perforated rip or.
I can't. It's been a while, but no, we had to be. I can't remember if we had to use a knife or what, but we
had to use a knife.
I mean,
you can't get it open with the. I mean, if you use your teeth, you're going to pull your teeth out of your mouth.
No, we had. There was an actual training session. You think about that. You get all these little. These are all 9th graders going through this. How do you? And the 10th graders they let them sit there and try and open it. That was the funny part. And then they said, "Okay, now are you going to listen?"
That's good. It's so there's a lot of things about an MRE, but if we're going to require our soldiers to eat those things 3 times a day, don't you dare complain. Don't you dare complain about when that's given to you as some type of relieving a crisis within whatever environment that you find yourself in. That is the epitome right there. That is the epitome of ingratitude.
I've been watching videos coming out of Haiti. By the way, were you ever in Haiti, Eric? I don't know if you said you were in Haiti.
Yes, we deployed to Haiti. We do.
Okay,
what was his name? Duvalier, the Tonton.
Oh my gosh!
Name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't there very long though. We only. As a matter of fact, it was when I was in Panama. We got and anyway. I'm not going to say it.
Well, okay.
It was.
I was just wondering. Well, anyway, do you know it's so bad there? They're eating actual mud pies. So it's basically mud, like you would expect, mud mixed with butter and salt. And that is how bad the situation they are in. Okay, and this little snot is complaining about good old healthy American MREs that keep our fighting forces fighting for days on end. I am sorry, I have no sympathy for you. I mean, that is just totally completely disgusting.
What was I going to say?
By the way, fun fact, real quick.
Haiti.
I always thought Haiti was Hades, like named after hell. No, Haiti actually means the land of the tall mountains. It's a different word. But either way, I still say they should change the name of their country because it sounds too much like Hades, like hell, because it is hell. Maybe they should have changed it to paradise and see how that works out for them. I'm just saying. They need to change the name.
It's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. That's what Haiti is. It's the most unstable country in the Western Hemisphere because of the poverty that exists there. But it's one of the most beautiful places. I mean, the Hispaniola. I mean, this is where Christopher Columbus landed, for Pete's sake.
I thought he landed in Cuba.
No, he didn't land in Cuba. What's wrong with it?
No, really? I thought he landed in Cuba.
Hispaniola. They call it Hispaniola. Now it's Dominican Republic. Is the eastern half of the island and the western half of the state. But anyway. Those people there and thank you for bringing that up, Brad. Keep those people in your prayers.
Definitely.
That country has just been. I
got a friend that does missionary work there.
Yeah, and that's why they're needed there because the country is just so pathetically disjointed, and there's no.
But here's the funny thing:
they're just lost.
The Dominican Republic, the other half of the island, is booming.
Then that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they are booming.
Okay, I got to get rolling. All
right, brother.
All right, guys. Thanks for chiming in an hour late for me and letting me go to my granddaughter's birthday party. That was a real treat, especially with the lawnmower and the bowls. Those were.
And we got no video of this.
I ain't gonna show it anyway, so no big deal. Okay, so again, next week, make plans to have a YouTube channel and start broadcasting from the stream, and we'll get it set up at the beginning of the show. And I'm confident once we get the report back. I mean, this reporting stuff is just. It's juvenile, and this is what trolls like Marshall do. I mean, if you're going to be a scumbag, and this is the only thing that you're good at is acting like a scumbag. Well, way to go! All right, God bless everybody. We'll see you next week on the Crossing the Crescent discussion group, and we'll come up with a better theme, a better idea. Today's the Ramadan Bombathon is kind of generic. Everybody knows what goes on with that. We'll try to come up with an original idea. Haven't come up with one of those for couple weeks. Anyway, God bless. We'll see you then. Brad, you're going to have to end the stream over on